It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions making their way out, led by their 32-year-old quarterback. Hard to believe he's in season number 12 now in a Detroit uniform. Quarterback Matthew Stafford.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford.
He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and man to run that run.
Dancing to his left. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game. That game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Come on, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
They'll try and run for it with Henry, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Titans have taken a 1st quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Incomplete.
Stafford's pass. Incomplete on the throwaway.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense.
And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick 6 last time out. Stafford on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First down, Lions. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there out of the running game. 34 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. From the gun, Stafford. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. Into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
2nd and 6.
From the 29, Stafford. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They're already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He'll take it at the 42.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13.
Tannehill on first down. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Give some credit to the defender on that when he read all his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
second down, here's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Tannehill. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Ryan Tannehill taking it in. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
It makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
The point after try for Gostkowski. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again. Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Again, it's Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the 2nd half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, You might want to think about him right here.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's going deep for Brown. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he loses the football a second time. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Retains possession.
To throw is Stafford. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Forced out to his left. Man on the left side is Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Lions have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. They turn over. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Scoring, there's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Titans, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0.